Hello, I'm Nathan Booth. I'm 12 years old and I'm a student at Karangi Primary School near Coffs Harbour. And I've got something that I want to tell you about that is so exciting. It's called KidsGrow.
Look at the roots in there, guys. Can you see all the roots, how that's grown now?
I think I can see the spider there, down the back. Down the back.
KidsGrow helps schools to get kids gardening. It's great for kids, it's great for schools,
About this thing.
and it's great for the planet.
We found connectors.
Nature can teach us a lot, and school gardens give everyone a green space to call their own. That's why the KidsGrow idea is so good.
Caterpillars, lizards.
The KidsGrow concept is all about connections. It's about linking and empowering kids, teachers, parents and their local community through gardening. We know that school gardens can give a day-to-day connection to nature that every child can participate in and learn from. And they have to do things like work with the forces of nature, the changing seasons, coping with disasters like pests eating their crop. So this is not just kids in gardens playing. This is about purposeful learning connected to the curriculum, where teachers and kids discover that academic, physical and all those other kinds of learning that research tells us happens comes alive in the garden.
And I could see the potential that environmental education projects had in providing rich tasks for kids and real life learning for kids. And I could see the link very easily into other curriculum areas.
But now we're getting some story. I'm going to test the HP in it. So pH, sorry.
Just kind of that one. What's that? 7. Neutral. It's fantastic. It's perfect. Reading.
Thinking. Writing.
You're listening to the New South Wales Country Hour. We're broadcasting from the River Health Conference here in Canberra, and it's event billed as being a showcase for 600 young school-age environmentalists who are trying to come up with some new ideas and finding solutions to a raft of problems.
We were trying to get rid of camphor laurels, and that actually turned into developing school gardens really well. We've included a nursery, we've added a sensory garden. We're planning on that now with KidsGrow. At the recent National River Health Conference, students from my school made a real hit with their presentation and play about the impact of camphor laurel trees in our area and how we've used the KidsGrow resources to research and plan new gardens at the school.
Can you explain why?
Well, during the summer, the camphor laurel leaves react with the heat, releasing toxic oils, which makes the water unfit for drinking.
Well, that highlights a major problem.
Exactly! Camphor laurels are easily ranked as the most toxic plant in Australian history.
This is very...
I think it's absolutely important for kids to get involved in their local place because it is there, it's their backyard. It's very hard to relate to saving a forest in the Amazon, or it's very hard to relate to saving the whales if you're an inland school. But certainly you're planting trees, beautifying your grounds, saving water, saving energy, doing all these sorts of things within your school grounds means it's in your face every day. And not only that, but these kids actually get to witness this change over an extended period. They can actually encompass that into some of their class material, and it becomes, I guess, an outdoor learning scape, not just something that's intangible and taught through textbooks.
Measuring.
Researching.
Organising. There's a lack of skills and experience and confidence in this generation of teachers to actually be able to create a successful garden. And that's where KidsGrow has come in and filled a huge gap, as well as providing opportunities for integrating all sorts of curriculum at every level and at every step of the process. The teachers are so excited and can't wait to start using the resource because it's so practical, it's concise, it gives them the steps to create a successful garden, and they can do it with their whole class. It's not an add-on activity.
The Learnscapes process on which KidsGrow is based has been tried and tested in hundreds of schools around Australia, and the research suggests that the benefits to kids and in fact to whole school communities is enormous.
The research has shown that by involving the students in the whole process, right through from planning and designing and building and planting and maintaining, they will have more understanding of stewardship for the earth, and that the outcomes are just 100-fold on learning something from a book. And everyone loves to be outside.
The framework is a fabulous tool for teachers to get started on, and when you've got teachers that haven't got a background of gardening, it was a real support for them. So it's very clear, it's very self-explanatory, and it's simple, and it provides teachers with a big picture as to what they can achieve.
I can tell you that KidsGrow is great fun. Sometimes it's so much fun that I actually forget it's part of my school program.
Yep, we'll even eat veggies straight from the garden.
I like beans.
I really want to emphasise the simple and easy to use process that's at the heart of KidsGrow. It's a very easy to follow step-by-step approach. It's also really important to work through all of the steps and to begin at the beginning. You know, don't miss out on all that important research, planning and design. That's got to come first.
1, 2, 3.
The KidsGrow process guides the teachers through with their class, selecting the best place to locate their garden for all of the reasons that a landscape architect would choose.
Okay, from the path there is 6 metres 30.
Yeah.
The theme gardens have been chosen to suit the different learning stages from early childhood through to senior primary.
Yep, and then measure it from the corner.
The decision making has gone from me making the decisions or parent groups making the decisions to students making decisions and actually now designing and planning from the ground up.
And when you walk down here, I have a flower sighting and then just a picnic table. And up here,
The fact that they're designing at this young stage and the plans are all drawn to scale is pretty special.
Is that the sundial? Yeah.
In terms of mathematics, it was actually a 5-week maths program as well as all the literacy that went along with it in the research work.
20 to 25 centimetres apart.
The fact that it can be validated by linking it directly with the curriculum is really important for me as a principal and really important for teachers as well, because they know they're doing meaningful learning. They're creating rich tasks that are meaningful and providing quality teaching experiences for these kids.
Planning. Comparing.
designing.
My gardening dream for the future is very much the big picture. I hope for the Amazon to be replanted with native vegetation. And to do this, I'm going to study environmental studies when I get older.
The KidsGrow garden resource is designed for every school. It doesn't matter what the school grounds are like. It'll work just about anywhere.
And the best thing about KidsGrow?
It puts us kids in charge. We do the research.
Find the best place to put the garden.
Write to experts for advice. We can do this, you know.
Trust us.
Trust us. Trust us.
The thing that sets KidsGrow apart from any other school gardening program that I've seen is that kids drive the process from the beginning to the end. They own it and they love it.
To see this whole thing come to fruition and the kids being so excited about it, and for them to have a start to finish. You know, they'll be involved from the planning, from the designing, from the actual researching it, to contacting companies and asking for the truckloads of soil or rocks or whatever we'll need. And also then just seeing that finished product that we can look back, and in 10 years' time you can look back, and in 20 years' time you're still going to have evidence of what we've done here. So it's a really a rich thing that we're doing and such a wonderful experience for all the kids at the school.
It gives every school the tools and the resources that they need to create a successful garden that every child can participate in and learn from. And it's free online.
So thanks Nursery and Garden Industry of Australia. KidsGrow is great. Gardening is great.
This is an old river rock, as you might be able to hear, but it's really hard. And this is made of Play-Doh, quite soft, and the stuff that makes them brown is paint and this sealing stuff. He's a giant barred frog, and their last strongholds are the Dorrigo regions and Coffs Harbour and Corangi.